And if I didn't know any better, I was halfway down to fatiguing as well. Holy cow. That video went up past 20 minutes to get 5 of those danger sensors, all because of Grumblemon's spirit being out. And that's the only spirit I can't get a hold of because these guys bought it off the cash shop. And I still am the only one online for my friends and guild list, by the way. Sadly. And we're still working on the danger sensors. The source of evil. Royal Slayers. Why put Royal in their guild names if they're not even going to use them correctly? Yes, I'm talking to you, Shrimp. I swear, these guys are nothing but bots. Excuse me. They're going to ask for party. They're not going to reply. They're just going to keep on going. Attack anything in sight. And while they're at it, they will attempt to try and get you to join their party, which is what I turned off, by the way. And you'll see their names come from a mile away. I mean, if they invite you, they'll have invited to party by tamer name, and you haven't even got the invite because it's been blocked off. And I would hate to say this, but you know, that gets really annoying from time to time, and no one's going to help you if you're going to leech off of them. And I've been trying to point that out over at File Island Silver Lake before, because people are hitting the oh, what do you call it? The Kuwagamon once, making me go through the whole fight myself, turn around and have their Digimon level up 16 times until they're at a perfect level. I mean, from 1 to 16, who do you think they're going to target? Me. Because Imperial Dramon is the strongest. And yes, I was focusing on leveling him up by the time I was grinding on those KFCs too, because if you've seen the maps for raid dungeons, or raids period, well, I did note raids and dungeons while I was putting that page up there, you'll see that I've posted Kuwagamon, Miramon, Goblimon, Leomon, Monochromon, and last but not least, Devimon. I mean, all those raids, they fall into one category, right? They go into KFC, but most importantly, Devimon has some rare drops too, so whenever you pick up those boxes, it's just like Chimeramon's dungeon. You right-click those boxes instead of scanning them, which is what I have previously learned. You don't have to scan those boxes, you have to right-click on them to open them. You get a ton of stuff, which is good because you need it. You need fruit to fruit your Digimon past 4x5, which is good. You need the backup discs to clone your Digimon successfully, which is good. And from what I'm just hearing, you can use the hatch backups to hatch your Digimon perfectly, which is good. I mean, like I said, you're going to need a lot of hatch backups whenever you're hatching Digimon, because whenever it comes to normal mercenaries from a level 3 egg to level 4 egg, you're going to need mid data and a ton of hatch backups. And I'm going to switch channels because this one's too crowded for me to even comprehend right now. Yes, the stupid load screen. I know. But it was fast anyway. So anyway, yeah, dealing with a lot of stuff in hand. a second there. I almost lost my target. But yeah, this event has gone way out of control. There were so many releases this week. The Four Sovereigns being one because they finally came back. The second to last Digi Spirit for Emperor Greymon, which was well, Grumblemon actually. And then the last will come next week, which is Gigasmon. And then by that time, we'll have Emperor Greymon, which is cool. Because we need Emperor Greymon to replace the spirits and stuff for Dark Tower and stuff. But first we need to clone him, fruit him, get him up to 5x5, 15x15 in cloning, and whatever. And someone please tell me, how is it, in the exact order, can you get most of those eggs? Because I know half of the section of those eggs can be found by Falcomon's worn box pieces. Now, I'm not entirely sure about the Chimeramon dungeon, because I know for a fact you can get a whole egg and a piece of the Miracle, what was it? It's not Miracle. Yeah, it is Egg of Miracles, isn't it? You can get the Egg of Miracles from Chimeramon in pieces or in whole, tradable, mind you. But I can't figure out how to get most of the other pieces, because if you remember correctly, the only thing I could actually remember predating before the spirits even came out was the fact that you would have Egg of Friendship wasn't there, Kindness wasn't there, Reliability wasn't there, Sincerity wasn't there. The only thing that was there was Courage, Light, Hope, Love, Knowledge, and that was about it. Those were the essential basics to the original set, and then whenever the system got updated to the spirits, they patched in all the pieces of the eggs. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get to the rest of them, because momentarily the only thing I knew about Chimeramon's dungeon was the Miracle Egg, and I don't know how to get the rest of the eggs. And as far as the ones that I've already mentioned, well, I already know how to get those eggs through the worn boxes, through Falcomon. But the rest weren't really explained. Now, if you understand what I'm saying and or getting the hint of what I'm asking, please leave a comment down below telling me how I can get the rest of them, because I would be really appreciated. I could actually list that info on the website, giving kudos to whoever gave me that sort of info. Because right now I'm dragging tails with, whoops, what was his name? Not Crystal Saga, Cyber's Eye, about the whole dungeon ordeal at Infinity Mountain. I've been trying to focus on one thing, but Foxy pointed out that my mind is scattered everywhere. I can't figure out where I'm going with each question I ask, and every time I ask a question, it all seems different to everybody else. I mean, for me, I can't even focus. I mean, to whoever I ask, it sounds like I'm making sense to me, but to anyone else, it's like jabber, jabber, jabber. And I'm sorry, but, you know, I can't seem to focus on what I'm looking for. And right now I'm looking for a way to get the eggs, and I'm trying to sort that out in the information below, so we can actually get this or all pieced together. And yes, I do have a page for the eggs. It's listed in the Digimon section of the website on the home page, if you were paying attention. But yeah, I'm trying to keep as organized as I possibly can, trying to keep straight as much as I possibly can. And if I'm rumbling on again about whatever's not possible or not being able to make any sense because I haven't gotten any sleep yet, I've been running on caffeine, trying to keep awake, and yeah, trying to get more ideas running, and I can't seem to think right now. What a surprise. And I'm kind of coming up with a sore throat too, which is sad. That and my sinus buildup. That's even worse. I think I might be getting sick again. Well, I guess that's because I haven't been taking better care of myself, which I should be. And later on I gotta clean out my room, so I'm gonna take like a 3-hour nap after all this is done. And go from there. Then I'm going to measure how long this video is, and I'm going to put them all up on YouTube as finished or completely finished Maze Quest. Because like I said, I've been piecing these together for like 3 or 4 days now, and the last thing I wanted to do was make people worry about me whenever I'm trying to get something accomplished myself, helping other people out in need so that they didn't have to worry about failing every turn they make. So I was trying to help prevent that, and now I got a new quest going on. What's going on over here? My hunch was right. So we'll work on the hunch was right in the next quest. We'll be right back.